A lot of new data and analyses suggest that Dogecoin is going to go up from here. This is despite all the FUD that's in the market right now. And so, I'll talk about this because it's important for all Doge holders to be aware of the complete picture. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. Before I talk about all the bullish news for Dogecoin, let's take a look at some things that are spreading FUD in the market. Kevin OLeary, the chairman of OShares, said that he doesn't understand why anyone would invest in Dogecoin. Before I talk about why I don't agree with him, let's take a look at everything he said. Basically, he said that maybe you should consider it entertainment because there's no inherent value in it other than what other people want to do as they speculate. When you speculate on something like Dogecoin, that's no different than going to Las Vegas and putting your money on red or black. It's pure speculation. Personally, I think he's saying that because he probably isn't aware of everything that's on the cards for Dogecoin. We know that Dogecoin started as a joke that only exploded earlier this year. It really didn't have a lot going on for it, apart from Elon's support and its amazing community. But things are really different now. You can't just say that Dogecoin has no value or that it is just speculation. Especially if you consider that with the next update, it'll have lower transaction fees than even Bitcoin. The next update will also make the transaction faster, which will help in Dogecoin's mass adoption. And then there's the ETH and Doge bridge, which will also act as a huge catalyst. If you don't know, Dogecoin currently runs on proof of work instead of proof of stake. So the Ethereum bridge is going to enable Doge to run on the latter, and this will help people earn rewards on their Doge holdings passively by staking it. So, I just feel that these analysts aren't up to date about all the developments for Dogecoin. They aren't aware that the developers are working tirelessly to ensure that the next updates come out on time and everything runs smoothly. You could say things like that about Baby Doge or some other replicas of Dogecoin. But the fact is that Dogecoin has come a long way from where it began, and it's not just a joke anymore. Before I move on to another statement that's spreading quite a lot of FUD in the market, I'd like to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So you should definitely do your own research before investing anything into crypto. Moving forward, the other negative statement about Doge came from the Ripple chairman, Chris Larsen. He believes that the most important thing going on for Dogecoin right now is Elon's support. And he says that he would dump Doge just like he dumped Bitcoin last month. He said that Elon's participation in crypto has been weird, kinda haphazard, super big on Bitcoin, then he just bailed on them. I think he bailed on them for the right reasons. So if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you're going to be feeling pretty bad about that, right? Same thing could happen to Dogecoin tomorrow. Look, if you're going to get involved with Doge because of the to the moon thing and Elon, just realize you are gambling. There's no difference from that and going to Vegas, other than I guess your listeners can't go to Vegas yet. But you're gambling, plain and simple, and most people who gamble lose all their money. So, it just gives us a better explanation of why these analysts see Dogecoin as gambling. They think that Dogecoin is going to die out the moment Elon dumps it. But as I said, I think that's false. The community behind Dogecoin is simply too strong at this point. The subreddit for Dogecoin currently has over 2.1 million members. To put that into perspective, it's 1 million more than the subreddit for Ethereum. Plus, Dogecoin is almost just as popular as Ethereum when it comes to Twitter mentions. The point is that there are many retail investors backing Dogecoin right now who most likely continue to do so even if Elon dumps it. And the younger generation looks at Dogecoin as a gateway crypto because of how approachable it is. And then there's Robinhood, which apparently owns 27% of all Dogecoin in circulation. This implies that 27% of all Doge in circulation is never going to be sold. This is because, as I've said before, it matters a lot to Robinhood that Dogecoin succeeds. Now, coming back to his point of Elon dumping Dogecoin. There's a high probability that it's never going to happen. We know that Elon mocks Bitcoin at times, but not even once has he said anything demeaning about Dogecoin. On top of that, he recently admitted to owning some Doge, and he also said that he might pump, but he doesn't dump. The point is that these people are probably trying to spread FUD in the market. They probably aren't aware of everything, or perhaps they're envious of the meteoric rise of Dogecoin this year. Now, let's look at some price predictions for Doge and the entire crypto market. We'll look at Bitcoin charts and predictions to predict where Dogecoin is headed. This is simply because it almost always has a huge impact on Dogecoin price too. Dan Held, the director of growth marketing at Kraken, believes that Bitcoin's current situation reminds him of 2013. He said that Bitcoin started the year 2013 at $13, had a spike to $260, then retraced to $80 for nearly 6 months until the winter, when it surged again to $1,200. Basically, he's trying to suggest that we'll see Bitcoin's bull run from here, just like it surged to $1,200 8 years ago. He also said that, as you can see, it is eerily similar to an intense first bull run, then an extended pullback, with one last bull run at the end. Now, if you look at this chart, it does seem highly likely that it'll happen. And if we go back to stock-to-flow's worst-case scenario for Bitcoin in 2021, it stands at 135K. Now, as I said, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice, but it's still interesting to see that a lot of analysts are so bullish on crypto. Moving forward, let's look at another hint that suggests that we're going to go up from here. This talks about how the whales and institutional investors are pushing Bitcoin's price up. PwC crypto leader Henry Arslani said that, let's say they're looking at a deal and they believe it's worth $10 million, and you're seeing large venture capitalists come in and put a bid in for a higher valuation. This is happening a lot with very early stage companies, say $5 million to $20 million. The prices are being inflated. I think he's trying to suggest that more and more institutions are betting on crypto-related firms because they can see a bright future for this market. If you don't know, FTX recently raised almost $1 billion from SoftBank Group. That is a crazy amount for a company that's in an industry that no one even cared about 10 years ago. Now, let's look at Dogecoin price for a minute. Currently, it's trading at 20.2 cents and is down by about 4.2% in the 24-hour chart. I believe we're in the red because of the recent changes to the bipartisan bill. People are worried that the government is going to become even more strict when it comes to crypto, and some people just don't want to pay these taxes. But I believe that this fear is temporary. If you look at the Fear and Greed Index, it still stands at 48. Now, relatively speaking, it's a massive number when you compare it to where it was last week. The point is that despite this news of new crypto taxes, it still didn't fall below 40. I think this suggests that more and more people are choosing to hold onto their Doge in Bitcoin instead of buying into the FUD. And this is why I believe that this is just temporary. In any case, I'd love to know what you think will happen to Dogecoin this week. Let me know in the comment section below. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye. Take care.